Dust devils danced across the barren landscape, swirling around the colossal legs of two towering figures, their shadows stretching long across the desolate ground. Samir, his hand resting on the smooth metal of his war machine, scanned the horizon. His eyes narrowed as he tried to pierce through the swirling dust.
"They're coming. The enemy force is larger than we anticipated,"
he muttered, his voice tight with anticipation. Every muscle in his body was tense, ready for the imminent clash. Adi, perched atop her own mechanical behemoth, adjusted her grip on the control yoke. Her eyes scanned the battlefield, calculating every possible move.
2. We have 2 minutes to prepare, but don't let their numbers fool you. Each one of them is a formidable opponent. They're the ANGEL prototypes. Advanced, lethal, and relentless. Fast, deadly. S1. Medium. A fast-moving vehicle in a combat scenario, a deadly war machine in action. How many? How many of them are there?
A low growl rumbled from Adi. Her determination was palpable.
"Let them come. We'll be ready. We have trained for this moment."
The wind carried the distant whirring of advanced machinery, a sound that sent shivers down the spine of even the bravest warriors, a harbinger of the impending battle. The storm was coming, and with it, the fate of all who stood on this battlefield. Two figures, sleek and menacing, materialized from the dust cloud, the Angel S. Their artificial eyes glowed with an eerie light, their movements fluid and predatory. The first Angel shot forward, a blur of motion. It slammed into Samir's Titan, the impact echoing across the wasteland.
"Adi, now!"
He roared into his communicator. Adi reacted instantly. Her Titan, nimbler than Samir's, unleashed a barrage of missiles. The second Angel twisted and weaved, its movements impossibly fast, but some missiles found their mark. The battlefield became a whirlwind of metal and energy. Samir, his Titan built for brute force, traded blows with the first Angel, each impact shaking the ground. Adi, utilizing her Titan's agility, harried the second Angel, her finger dancing across the firing controls. Energy beams sizzled through the air, narrowly missing their target.
Their speed, it's incredible.
Adi grunted, struggling to keep the Angel in her sights.
"We need to exploit their weakness. They rely on speed, not strategy."
His voice strained. Samir, feigning a weakness, stumbled back, his Titan seemingly on the verge of collapse. The first Angel, sensing victory, charged forward, its fist drawn back for the final blow. That was the opening Samir needed.
"Now, Adi."
A grappling hook shot out from Adi's Titan, catching the unsuspecting Angel off guard. The android, its momentum abruptly halted, thrashed against the restraint. Samir seized his chance. His Titan's fist, reinforced with an experimental energy shield, slammed into the Angel, the impact echoing like thunder. The remaining Angel, enraged by its comrade's plight, became reckless. Its circuit seemed to spark with fury, and its movements grew erratic and unpredictable. It abandoned all pretense of strategy, unleashing a furious assault on Adi's Titan. The sheer intensity of its attack was unlike anything Adi had faced before. Adi, though skilled, was hard-pressed to defend against the onslaught. Each blow from the Angel sent shockwaves through her Titan, testing the limits of her defensive capabilities. Her Titan, battered and bruised, began to falter. The once formidable machine now showed signs of wear and tear, its armor dented and its systems strained.
"Samir, I need you!" Her voice echoed through the comms, filled with urgency and desperation.
She cried out, desperately trying to buy time. Every second counted as she struggled to keep her Titan operational. Samir, having disabled the first Angel, turned his attention to the remaining threat. His eyes narrowed with determination as he assessed the situation. He saw Adi's predicament, and knew time was running out. The stakes had never been higher, and failure was not an option. With a roar that shook the very foundations of the wasteland, Samir unleashed his Titan's ultimate weapon. The ground trembled beneath the sheer force of his attack. A beam of pure energy, crackling with raw power, erupted from the Titan's chest, engulfing the Angel in a blinding flash. The battlefield was momentarily illuminated, signaling a decisive turn in the battle. Silence descended upon the battlefield. The dust settled, revealing the aftermath of the titanic struggle. The air was thick with the scent of scorched earth and metal, a grim reminder of the fierce conflict that had just taken place. Both ANGLs lay deactivated, their sleek forms twisted and broken. Once formidable machines of war, they now lay in ruins, a testament to the ferocity of the battle. Samir and Adi, their Titans battered but operational, surveyed the scene. Their eyes scanned the horizon, taking in the full extent of the devastation. Relief washed over them, but they knew this was only a taste of battles to come. The war was far from over, and this victory, though significant, was just a small step in a much larger struggle.
We were lucky this time. The enemy was strong, but we managed to hold our ground.
Samir said, his voice heavy with the weight of their narrow victory. The burden of leadership and the cost of war were etched into his features.
We won't be next time. We need to be ready. Adi's voice was firm, filled with determination and a steely resolve.
As the sun rose over the horizon, casting long shadows across the battlefield, it brought a new sense of hope and renewal. Samir and Adi started the long process of repairs, their hands working tirelessly to restore their Titans to fighting condition. Their resolve hardened by the knowledge that the fight for their world was far from over. They knew that every moment of preparation could mean the difference between survival and defeat in the battles yet to come.